Hey everyone, Anne Marie here from Bring It Home. It's spring here in Chicago, and I'm working from one of my favorite rooms in my house today behind one of my favorite paintings in our house of this amazing sunset. So I wanted to share that with you today. And this month, we're going to explore gossip. So, how can we be in conscious relationship to gossip in our lives, and particularly in relationship to our families and our family lives? So the first question I want to ask you is, how committed are you to creating more harmony, increasing your energy, and creating more authentic connection in your relationships in your family? So how does gossip play into that? So this idea is that conscious parents and leaders choose to end gossip in their lives and in their family lives and in all of their relationships. And we believe that this is a really radical choice. So think about it. Gossip is normal. It's everywhere. It's so pervasive in our lives. It's in our family relationships. If you watch our children, they gossip about each other or their friends, or when they come home from school, they're gossiping about classmates or a teacher. It's between our siblings and our parents. It's between us and our spouse or our ex-spouses or our extended family or friends and coworkers. We gossip. It's just a part of our nature. So why? Why is it our nature to gossip or to spread news about others? Well, first of all, it's a load of fun, right? Let's face it, who doesn't love gossip? When you have some juicy nugget, what's the first thing you want to do? You want to pick up the phone and share it with someone. You have to tell someone, get it off your chest. So it's fun, it's entertaining. There's whole industries that thrive on gossip. And it builds alliances with others in the moment, just temporarily. We'll talk about why later. But it builds alliances with people we want to stay in connection to or in relationship to. We really feel when we're sharing something with someone that we are building a connection. But we have to pay attention to from where are we building that connection. Another reason we gossip is because it validates us. It validates our rightness, our righteousness, and it makes me feel better about me. When I'm over there focusing on them and what they're doing wrong or bad or crazy, I get to not pay attention to what's occurring over here. It's a drift move. I get to distract myself. Another reason we gossip is it helps avoid any feelings of discomfort that we might be having. So if our spouse, for instance, says or does something that really pisses us off, we can quickly call our best friend and say, can you believe he did that? I can't believe he did that. Because we're angry or we're upset or we're sad, and we don't want to bring it directly to them. So we get to release our emotional triggers out there to someone else. So we're creating connection with someone else rather than directly with the person with whom we have that issue. And the last thing is that gossip gives us something to talk about. So start to pay attention to when you're in relationship to people, your kids, your spouse, friends, your family, your mom. What do you do when there's dead air, when there's nothing to say? Where does your mind go? You just get to pay attention. It's a mindfulness practice. So let's define gossip really quickly. What I'd like to say about gossip is that gossip is when we're talking about another person with negative intent in a way that we wouldn't do if they were here or present or in the room with us. And we're saying things that we probably wouldn't say directly to them, and we kind of feel right about what we're saying. So again, gossip is normal. We all do it. However, when we're playing in this world of conscious parenting. Remember, we're paying attention to how we are being and influencing and what we are bringing forth in the other. So when we allow gossip or participate in gossip, there's only really one thing we're creating, and that's disconnection. Because gossip damages trust. Because if I'm here talking to you about him, it's more than likely that I'm one day going to be talking to him about you. So no matter if in the moment you feel like you're connecting to that person, unconsciously, they're in the back of their mind cultivating fear like, that could be me one day. Another thing that gossip does is it lets off steam in the temporary, like I talked about earlier. It lets off steam if you're feeling anger or sadness or frustration or fear. But it lets you off the hook for having a direct conversation with whom the person that the issue arises. Therefore, you are less likely to connect directly with that person. You're creating a withhold or a disconnection. It's a huge waste of time and energy. So when we hold gossip, again, we're creating an energetic disconnection in our own being. And it reinforces not taking 100% responsibility. It reinforces commitment number 2, not being curious, being righteous. It reinforces avoiding feeling your feelings. And it reinforces withholding rather than revealing. So for all these reasons, I suggest to you that you practice this month eliminating gossip. So number 1, first way you can eliminate gossip, make a conscious choice to choose to end any relationship you have with gossip. So that would mean you would choose to speak directly to others with whom you have an issue and commit to not listening to those who are gossiping. So just check in right now as I say that, try that on and notice, would I be willing to not listen to gossip and to not share gossip? Would I be willing to hold it, to be present, to be aware of the temptation and yet choose not to? So this happened for me and my fiance this week. I had some gossip that was bubbling up about a mutual friend, and I wanted to share it with him, and I could feel it sort of climbing up. And I said to him, I really want to share this piece of gossip that I have right now. And he goes, oh, great, let me check in. And he checked in, and he goes, yep, nope, I'm not available for that. And I was like, okay, good, I'm off the hook. Now, had he said he was available, I might have changed my mind, but because he was present and he was aware, he chose not to engage, and therefore I got off the hook. In the future, I get to notice, there's that temptation to participate in gossip, and I could choose to engage from presence or not. So the second invitation for you is just to notice this month, or maybe just for a day, or maybe just for an hour. Am I willing to eliminate gossip? Am I willing to be with the discomfort and at least test it out? So maybe make a list of people you notice yourself gossiping with the most and noticing gossiping with the least. And maybe try it out on the person you gossip with the least. But check it out and see what it feels like in your body when we suggest no gossip. Try it on. Do you feel or notice discomfort? Do you notice fear? And simply ask yourself the question, would I be willing to not bring gossip into this conversation? And then the second question is, see if you'd be willing to go even deeper and see if you'd be willing to not listen to gossip if someone brings it to you. And it's really easy. You don't have to make them bad or wrong, and you don't even have to make a thing out of it. You could simply change the subject, leave the room, put your phone on hold, say you've got another call. There's all sorts of strategies you can do for disconnecting yourself from gossip. But see if you'd be willing to try that one on and go even a step further. So remember that gossip is a two-way street. We keep gossip going by listening and by sharing. So when we gossip, we're modeling for ourselves, for our loved ones, for our children, how to create or not authentic connection, and how to take responsibility for our own feelings, for our own thoughts, for our own beliefs, for our own opinions. So when we choose to end gossip, we're inviting ourselves and others to get curious, create an open mind, open their minds to new possibilities. We invite them to feel their feelings all the way through, even when it's uncomfortable. And we invite them to learn to reveal with others rather than conceal, rather than withhold. So in the end, we're teaching and modeling and creating greater and greater opportunities for us and for our children to evolve into conscious people and eventually conscious leaders themselves. So this month, I ask you, what are you committed to? When we eliminate gossip, we take a stand for creating deeper, more authentic connection with those that we love. If you'd like to learn more on how to eliminate gossip, how to get out of drama, how to live above the line or below the line, please join me in my online Foundations of Conscious Parenting course, where we explore these commitments and much, much more in our self-guided 6-module course. We also have a supportive private Facebook community where I'm chiming in and communicating with you as you're learning all these commitments and navigating the material. And you can see other parents as they're navigating this material. So you can learn more at bringithome.me/courses. And don't forget to check your inbox every Sunday all month long for more ways to support you on your journey to eliminating gossip this month. I look forward to seeing you soon.